Written in the Bible in Mark chapter 16, verse 15, it says, "Go into all the world, preach the gospel to every creature." And have you ever heard the stories about the Nommensen? One of the most adventurous figures are in the Battleland, and who was named the Apostle of Battleland? Hello, good evening, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Baginda Sitompul. I'm an alumni who just graduated from junior high school third Baginda and become a new student in senior high school first Baginda. I want to tell a brief about Nommensen's evangelistic works are in the Battleland. I got his information from these two books. This one was written by his own son, Jonathan Nommensen. The title is Opui Tuan Eporus Dr. Ingwar Ludwig Nommensen Parsoriona Dohot Naniulana, Part 1 and Part 2. And this one was written by Mr. Pater Pasaribu. The title is Dr. Ingwar Ludwig Nommensen, Apostel di Tanah Batak. Nommensen's full name was Ingwar Ludwig Nommensen. He was born on February 6, 1824 in Austrian Germany. He was the first of 4 siblings. His father's name was Peter and his mother's name was Anna. Nommensen's family was very poor, so he had to work hard to help his parents. At the age of 12, in 1846, Nommensen was on a horse carriage accident that severely injured both his legs. The doctor said his legs needed to be amputated, but Nommensen refused. And Nommensen prayed to God that if God healed his legs, he would become a missionary to the regions that didn't know the Christ yet, or to the Spelebegu. And in 1847, God miraculously listened to Nommensen's prayer, but his legs were healed and he could walk as before. And finally, in 1857, Nommensen fulfilled his promise to enter the RMG Barman Seminary. And in 1861, Nommensen was ordained as a pastor and dispatched by the Barman Mission to become a missionary to the Battleland in 1862. And finally, he arrived in Padang. From Padang, he continued his journey to Sibolga area, and from Sibolga, he traveled to Spirok. From Spirok, he met with other missionaries, namely Hein, Klamach, Betz, and Van Asselt. In 1863, Nommensen arrived on Ruras-Lindung, specifically at Siatasbarita Hill, near what is now the Salib Kasi, or Cross of Love Monument. There, he prayed while gazing at the Selindung Valley, saying, "Lord, life or death, let me be with these people." And Nommensen began his missions. Nommensen officially began his missions in 1864. He was warmly received by King Amandari Limbentobing and King Fontas Limbentobing, who granted him land on St. Nehuta for his residence. It was there that Nommensen established his Pargudungan. Nommensen began his missions on Selindung with humility and kindness. He was known for freeing many who were captivated or enslaved. During his missions training on Barman, Nommensen also studied medicines, which enabled him to heal many Batak people on Ruras-Lindung. Because of Nommensen's humility, kindness, and practical help, including free captives and providing medical care, the Batak people in rural Lindung become increasingly interested in following him. Many were baptized and become followers of Christ. During his time spreading the gospel on Selindung, Nommensen faced numerous challenges. He was nearly sacrificed on Onansitahurung, poisoned multiple times, and repeatedly targeted for assassinations. However, by the power of the Holy Spirit, he always survived. The preaching of the gospel by Nommensen's Iceland was successful, and Nommensen continued spreading the gospel to the Tibet regions, starting from Baliga all the way to Samosir, where his evangelism again met with success. On May 18th, 1918, Nommensen suddenly fell ill in the middle of the night, experiencing chest tightness. He was then treated in Baliga. However, on May 21st, 1918, his sons, Pastor Jonathan and Dr. Winkler, picked Nommensen up from Baliga and took him to Sigurd, where he continued to receive treatment. Finally, on May 23, 1918, at the age of 84 years, 3 months, and 17 days, Nommensen spread his last and one spirit on Sigurd. And that's all my short speech of Nommensen's history lessons. I hope you enjoy my video. Good evening, and may God bless you all. Bye!